Hello children, let us study chapter 5 Greek, Roman and American civilization. So we have studied about the ancient civilization of India as well as the world. So in this chapter we are going to learn the development of Greek civilization as well as their contributions. Greek civilization. Greece is a peninsula in Mediterranean Sea. So Greece is a peninsula in which sea? Mediterranean Sea. Aegean Sea separates Greece from Asia Minor. So which sea separates Greece from Asia Minor? That is Aegean Sea. Since the Balkan mountain ranges passes through the middle of Greece, small hills and valleys divide Greece. So which divide Greece? The small hills as well as the valleys. The Balkan mountain range passes through the middle of Greece. So that is the small hills and valleys. So that divides the Greece. And all parts of Greece are connected by sea. So hence what happened? Greece could strengthen their navy. The Greeks belong to Indo-European race. To which race did they belong? They belong to Indo-European race. And the ancient Greek was called as Hellenes. So the earlier Greeks were called as what? Hellenes. Because their forefathers was Hellen. This name had come for them. And later the Italians called Hellenes as the Greece. There were many tribe communities like Ionian and Doris among the ancient Greeks. So different communities existed. Tribal community existed in ancient Greeks like Ionian and Doris. Now let us study the city-states of Greece. So Athens and Sparta were the two important city-states of Greece. So 3000 years back ago, every tribe had a king and every king had an advisory committee as of a senior citizens. As industries and business increased, what happened? The villages of the tribe slowly grew into small towns and later into cities. Slowly villages were increased and into small towns and later cities were increased, and these became the city-states. This city-state are called as polis in Greek language. So these city-states were called as what? Polis. The Greeks were basically loyal to their city but not to the country. And every state had its own army, city guard and administration. The city-states had maintained their separate identity culturally. They were similar, and the Greek language, Homer's epic poetry, Olympic games and Greek gods were able to bring Greeks together. Now let us study the Greek city-states of Greece, that is Athens. Athens is the capital of Attica state. This was an ideal democratic city-state in Greece, and it had monarchy. It had monarchy in the beginning and later had developed into oligarchy. Oligarchy means it is a small group of people having control of our country. The middle class and the working class that had emerged due to commerce, business and industries joined hands and played a significant role in removing the dictators and restoring back democracy. So, who played a significant role in removing the dictators and restoring back democracy? The middle class and the working class that have emerged due to commerce, industries as well as business all joined together to remove dictatorship. As a result of this, Athens was called as the School of Hellas by Pericles. Philosophers like Socrates, Plato and Aristotle belong to this city-state, that is Athens. Next, second city-state is Sparta. Sparta, the city-state of Darian tribe, was military state of Greek. So Sparta is known for the military state. Boys who attained the age of 7 were separated from their family and were given rigorous military training. So how the boys were separated as they attained 7 years? To give the rigorous military training, which was done very carefully with great attention. They were recruited to the military after 12 years of training. So once the boys are 7 years, they are taken separated from the family and they were given training for 12 years and they were recruited, and due to this Sparta state had a strong military strength. Athens and Sparta had successfully encountered the invasion of Persian king Darius united the defeated the Persian forces in the Marathon battle. So they defeated Persian king Darius united and defeated Persian forces in the Marathon battle, and later the state organized a federation city-state called Confederacy of Delos that took place the shape of an empire, and this stimulated enmity between Athens and Sparta. As a result, what happened? Peloponnesian wars were fought against these two states, and finally Athens lost to Sparta and became a feudatory state of Sparta. Though Athens lost to Sparta militarily, culturally it overpowered Sparta. Next comes about the religion. The Greek, their contribution towards religion, education and literature and so on. The Greek gods like human beings had desired and aspiration. So the Greek gods like human beings had desires and aspirations. Greeks believed that these gods resided on the Olympus mountain. So Greeks believed these gods reside they will be in the Olympus mountain. Zeus is the most important god. Zeus temple is located at Olympia, and all the ancient city-states participated in Olympic games held at Olympia. Next contribution is towards education and literature. The Greek had a great tradition to teach philosophers. Socrates was a teacher of Plato, and Plato was a teacher to Aristotle. Alexander, the king of Macedonia, was an illustrious student of Aristotle. So the Greek had a great tradition of teacher philosophers. Socrates was a teacher of Plato, and Plato was a teacher for whom? Aristotle. Alexander, the king of Macedonia, was a student to whom? To the best student to Aristotle. Plato had founded a learning institution named Academy. Homer, blind poet, wrote two great epics, Iliad and Odyssey. These two epics provide the details of the lifestyles of then contemporary Greeks and their social religious system. Iliad narrates the victory of the Greeks over the Troy, and the Odyssey narrates the journey and adventures of Greek hero Odysseus while coming back home from the victorious battle of Troy. And Herodotus and Thucydides are the important historians, and Herodotus is called the father of history. Next contribution is towards art and architecture. Slavery was universal in Greek. So slavery was considered as universal in Greeks. This provided the Greeks ample leisure time and allowed them to engage in various art forms. They sang using a string instrument called lyre. Greeks excelled in music, theatre and dancing. Greeks made tremendous achievements in the field of architecture, sculpture and paintings. A sculptor named Myron had sculpted discus throwing athletes sculpture called Discobolos. Greek sculptors sculpted the realistic human shapes, was the most important painter of that period. So Polygonatus was the most important painter of this period. Next, they contributed towards science. Pythagoras and Thales were two stalwarts in mathematics. Hippocrates called the father of medicine. So who was called the father of history? Herodotus is called as the father of history, and Hippocrates is called as the father of medicine, and had mastered the method of providing medicine scientifically to human disease is from Greeks. Next, the last contribution is towards the sports. Greeks had given equal importance to both physical growth and psychological growth. Hence, sports always had special acceptance among Greeks. Sportsman has respectful status in the society and different levels of sports events were organized. Olympic Games stands unique among these regular sports events and it started 2759 years back in Olympia. Sportsmen from all the city-states represent their city-states with much pride and happiness. So when did the Games started? It began in Greeks. Olympic Games began in Greeks in 776 BCE. So how many years back? That is 2759 years back. Greeks won marathon battle against Persians 2500 years back and soldiers named Pippidides ran 24 miles to deliver the news of the victory to Athens from the battlefield. He died after delivering the news of victory. In this honor, marathon running was added to Olympic Games. So like this, how the Olympic Games started. Marathon Games started in the Olympics. Olympic Games began in Greece in 776 BCE. The games which were held once every 4 years were also used for measurement of time. The democratic political system of ancient Greece was destroyed by King Philip of Macedonia of North Greece. Alexander was his son and he was a great conqueror. Aristotle was his teacher. He undertook an ambitious military expedition of conquering the world which resulted in the victory over Egypt and Babylon and Persia. And he reached till India. Thereafter, while on his way back home, he died in Babylonia. And he built a city called Alexandria in Egypt. This is how the Greece had contributed towards the sports as well as art and architecture, science, as well education, etc. So this is all about the Greek civilization. So you can go through the philosophers like philosophers of Athens like Alexander, Socrates, Plato, Seleucus, Plato as well as Aristotle. So in the next video we shall continue with the Roman civilization, children. Thank you.